Winning in itself is hard enough. Winning consistently is even more difficult. Winning right away as a head coach and building on a dominant program among the best in Division III from year one, well, that seems impossible. But that's exactly what UWO Oshkosh men's basketball coach Matt Lewis has done since taking over the program in 2018. In his first year at the helm, UWO's basketball team went 29-3. They won the WIAC Championship, and then they were crowned as NCAA champions when they took down Swarthmore 96-82 in what was the school's 47th national championship. Lewis attributed the success in that magical season to the coaches who had set the standard in the seasons prior.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that led to that season, the biggest thing was we had a great foundation going all the way back to 2012. But the previous head coach, Pat Yuckham, did a tremendous job of really establishing this place and what it was going to be about. And so we had a clear identity in that year when I was fortunate enough to switch over and become the head coach. We had a lot of returners, and those guys knew what we were about, and they were bought into it, and they really did a great job of just leading themselves.
Since Lewis took over for Yuckham in 2018, the team has done phenomenal. They've gone 77-18 with 3 conference championships and an NCAA tournament appearance in every year. 2021 would be the exception because the tournament was canceled due to the pandemic. This consistent track record of success is exactly how Lewis defines a great basketball program. Year in and year out, UW Oshkosh is always in contention.
My personal definition of success is sustained success. Not just having a one-off year where you're a really good one year and then it's a lull. And so we've always tried to build this in such a way where we could sustain it. And part of that is you just have to work incredibly hard at it. And so the guys that we currently have, we've had some success, but they're working incredibly hard to make new things for themselves.
Lewis was named Division III Coach of the Year in 2019 when Oshkosh won it all, and they have done nothing but win, and win some more since. They most recently won the 2022 WIAC Championship against Platteville in a nail-biter.
Your Titans are the WIAC champions. Everyone's rushing mid-court. That was a big shot by Shields. He missed it. Platteville will likely still get into the NCAA tournament, but Oshkosh has an automatic bid as they won this one in a nail-biter by 2. Foul trouble, Borchard out, Rinfleisch out.
Since Lewis took over 4 years ago, the entire roster has pretty much flipped over. But there's one exception, that being fifth-year senior Eric Peterson.
Eric Peterson was a freshman backup on that 18-19 team.
Okay.
So he's a fifth-year senior for us currently. He played quite a bit that year. He was an elite defender, still is. And, he was a big contributor that year as a freshman.
After that magical season in what was Peterson's first year, he took on a starting role. Peterson has been a staple of this Titans backcourt ever since, mostly known for his defense, his ability to shut down the best player on the opposing team. But in the 2022-23 season, Peterson is now the leading scorer on Oshkosh. He's averaging 14.5 points per game through 8 contests, and he most recently put up a career-high 23 points in a road win against Platteville. While taking on the lead scoring role for the Titans is new to Peterson, he said that Coach Lewis has always encouraged him and told him that he was capable of these performances.
From my freshman year, he's always just pushed confidence on me and, gave me confidence every single day that I can go out there and do that stuff. But in the past, with Eddie last year and Levi and other people are very good scorers, I didn't have to. But this year he's kind of been just pushing my aggressiveness because that's what we need at that spot. And it's been working out good.
While Oshkosh has been nothing short of dominant since Lewis's takeover, there are down days. There are uncharacteristic losses, plays this team wishes they could get back. Peterson said Lewis does a phenomenal job of nailing down the issues in said loss before moving on to the next opponent with a positive mindset.
Yeah, a lot of times initially it's just we got to move on and focus on the next thing, but then the next couple days of practice we'll really dive into where we went wrong and how can we fix it and be better, and then the entire focus is then on that next game.
While coaches value attributes like athleticism and the ability to make an important shot late in the game, Lewis makes sure to look out for a selfless personality in each of his recruits as well. From the first time he meets somebody during a recruiting visit, Lewis is looking to make sure that these guys embody the 4 important words that have become a staple in the UWO men's basketball program.
The biggest thing that we look for is high character, great teammates. And so a lot of our conversations with recruits revolve around, us and what we're looking for. Like we want a high character, great teammate. Ultimately, there's more discussions about that sort of stuff than there is about the actual basketball piece.
A player needs to care to make it on the Titan basketball team. Peterson said there is no question regarding how much Lewis cares, as the coach brings it every single game.
Yeah, he definitely has the most energy out of any coach I've ever had. Every game, he's running up and down the sidelines, just trying to get guys into it, guys involved.
The phrase "Rome wasn't built in a day" couldn't be more true when it comes to the legacy that Lewis has built at UWO. Winning at this level takes years of personal investment. In the 11 years since Lewis was hired on as an assistant coach, he said the best teams have players who embrace their roles.
Like once you can learn at the core who you are and what you want the basketball program to be about, that does give you a lot of freedom and confidence. And so we've got a clear identity at Oshkosh, and that didn't happen from day one. Like it took some time to establish that. But we know what we're about, and so I think that's been a big thing that's been very helpful for us over the course of the last 11 years.
From the campus of UW Oshkosh and for WRST, I'm Corey Sparks.